Tomavicci's new Zenobia. My name is Neeb, welcome back to AROMATIX, a new fragrance by the brand of Tomavicci. If you don't know about them, they're up and coming. About a year ago, I reviewed two of their fragrances. It was Demigod and Empyrean. The other day, like I was saying, I was scrolling through Instagram, and I guess they're marketing pretty hard. And I saw that it was on a pre-order sale, so I was like, you know what, this is a good opportunity. I wanted to keep this one until I was ready to do the video, but even the wrapping of the paper is Tomavicci, so that's a pretty good detail. On the front of the box, you're gonna get this tassel that's tied around it. It's Tomavicci and Zenobia. So the tassel is a very nice touch. I appreciate little details like this, and I know the enthusiasts do as well. On the sides, we have like this sleeve that comes off, I think. Yes. On the back of the box, we've got Zenobia and a bunch of other details. So extrait de parfum and some ingredients. Open up the box and you get a little message from the brand of Tomavicci. All of this is felt lined and it's engraved as well with some gold plating. It's called Zenobia by Tomavicci. Immerse yourself in the allure of luxury and all the good notes about Zenobia. So let's look at this bottle. That's freaking amazing. One last thing before we get into the bottle, you're gonna get this card here, Tomavicci, pretty nice. And on the inside, it says Tomavicci and authentic. Okay, cool. So an authenticity card. So authentic Tomavicci. An all gold bottle with black print. Now we're talking, man. This is my language. The cap on this is a plastic. So it's a plastic, but it is all gold. And there's written on the cap itself, on one of the parts of the collar, Tomavicci. There you can see it right there. All right, pretty cool. Attention to details. I appreciate it and I like it. A definite step up and upgrade from before. So let's take a look at the atomizer here and talk about the scent profile. Quite a few notes on this one. I pulled it up on Fragrantica, so they are on Fragrantica. That's awesome. We've got orange blossom, black Hold up. Okay, now we're talking. That's a French descent atomizer, or it's a great atomizer. Whoa, okay. Super punch. Sweet, creamy, powdery florals. This is nice. Wow. Okay, so the opening on this is magical. Let's talk about the notes real quick. Orange blossom, black currant. There's Turkish rose, orchid, Madagascar vanilla, jasmine leather, amber, cedar wood, saffron, and oud. Sounds amazing. At first I saw the florals and I was thinking, okay, feminine. It is feminine, but not completely. This is unisex. If you're a guy that likes to wear fragrances like Cruz del Sur, creamy, lactonic, floral, powdery, smooth, refined, I have to emphasize creamy because this is like a pot of creamy florals. Currently has the best scent profile as of now in comparison to the other two releases that I've put my nose to from Tomavicci. What I'm getting a lot of is, I'm actually taking a look at some of the notes here. So what I'm getting a lot of with this fragrance is the orange blossom, the Madagascar vanilla, the jasmine. The orchid isn't overdone. A lot of times orchid can take over the fragrance completely, but not this one. This one's mostly like this juicy orange blossom, black currant, and vanilla. And usually black currant can come off just a little bit sour, but the dosage of vanilla and the natural honey sweetness from the jasmine is counteracting any sourness. There is absolutely no sourness to this. My mouth is literally watering. Florals, sweet, with an undertone of leather. The saffron is there, but it's only now starting to creep up. So we're about 5 minutes in. I'm starting to detect a little bit of the saffron. There is no animalic nuances to this fragrance whatsoever. Extremely refined, polished, just like the bottle. And not only that, the strength of this thing. It's an extrait de parfum and it performs like one. The initial spray I didn't even have to put to my nose. I got just this hefty, powdery, borderline lactonic, creamy florals and fruit. Smells great. The leather is starting to creep in. It's getting warmer. The ambers, leather, a hefty dose of vanilla, slight bits of saffron. This isn't something metallic whatsoever. It actually smells pretty natural. Slightly spicy. It's a spice undertone, but it's a spice of saffron. So it's nothing like cinnamon or peppers or anything of that nature. It actually complements some of those florals extremely well. There is a base of woodiness here, and the oud really doesn't smell like an animalic oud. Think of like a bridal oud or a bridal bakhur. That's really what it smells most of. It's not necessarily like this oud chip fragrance that you're gonna get. It's more like bakhur, like legitimately bridal bakhur. And for those of you that don't know, when you go to like an Arabic or Middle Eastern wedding, they burn like the best bakhur, and it's usually composed of like oud, saffron, and a lot of like jasmine, florals, and sweetness. That's the vibe I get with this one. This is a great fragrance, a hefty dose of powdery florals, which is tamed by this dense dose of bourbon Madagascar vanilla. And the reason I say bourbon is because I find this to be basically a denser version of vanilla with a leather and bakhur undertone. And I saw a couple of similarities or comparisons on Fragrantica to Kirke, and all that. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Maybe I get vibes of something that's fruity and floral and lactonic. Think along the lines of like creamy, fruity fragrances, sure, but no, I don't really get any Kirke inspiration or any inspiration at all, honestly. This is definitely a more unique fragrance, and it's going to be sitting back there on my shelf, and currently my favorite from Tomavicci. Even though it leans a little bit feminine, this is something that I honestly am going to be rocking, and I genuinely don't think I'm going to have any problem getting away pulling this off. Smells great. Fruity, floral, sweet, with an undertone of leather and bakhur. Fantastic release from the house of Tomavicci. And if you're thinking about one to go with, check out Zenobia. This is not a sponsored video. This was a 100% honest review of Tomavicci's Zenobia. Check it out for yourselves. And honestly, at this point, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they're going to come out with. A huge step up, packaging, scent profile, and this stuff is pretty strong. I'll leave a link down in the description where you can find this website and specifically this fragrance. I think I'm going to be picking one up for my mother because it's really that good. Make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and until the next video, peace.